Hi everyone, how you doing? This is Dorian from Castell Group. We're a property development specialist company based in South Wales, and we focus on delivering high quality social and disabled homes. So I'm doing a quick video today in follow-up from the one I did recently. This one's called New Challenges, and I wanted to discuss the current challenges that are going on, new ones that have been brought to our daily lives. I just wanted to discuss them and put it out there and see what other people's thoughts are and what they're doing about the challenges as well. I did a video yesterday about one of our sites. We had our funding line delayed basically on one site we're working on, and a couple of others that are in pre-construction stage. And basically, I was looking to see if I could work with private investors just to bridge the gap effectively. So it has full planning, it's ready to start, it's got a signed contract with the housing association, so it's all good. And to be honest with you, I had some real good response from it and some fantastic conversations. But I woke up this morning and in light of recent news and speaking to a couple of other people, we've actually made the decision just to close and delay the sites, the construction for the time being. And that's because of a couple of things. One, to increase the chance of the virus not spreading, especially through workers. And also, just we don't know really how long it's going to go on for, what the impact is going to have. It's changing daily. The situation is changing daily, so we just want to see how everything goes. And when we're going to take our energy at the moment and focus on this, we have quite a lot of sites in pre-construction that we can still do quite a bit of work on. So we're going to be focusing our time on doing that and getting them to a point where they can be developed in the foreseeable future. And yeah, we're going to take it from there. So what I'm doing today was I've just been making my list as usual of what I've got to do, and I realised some fresh new challenges that are coming up, and I thought other people in the community would be experiencing these as well. So I thought I'd put them out there and see what everyone's doing about it, or see if anyone can share their challenges, and maybe other people can help, just to try and get a bit of engagement going on really, and in a positive way. Now, when I say challenges, I know these aren't really detrimental, and we're not really sacrificing that much in terms of, we don't have to go to war or anything, but it is having a big impact on many people's businesses and lives. There's no two ways about it. This virus is causing a health impact and a financial impact. So, but a couple of the challenges that I'm facing, or a few of them anyway, the first one is working from home. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not a home person. So I know typically on a normal day, I'm up early and I'm back late, and I have between 3 and 5 meetings in between. I'm on the phone pretty much all day, and I'm really busy. I'm in co-working spaces as well, so I'm around a lot of people, and yeah, pretty much I'm around people all day, or speaking to them all day. So yeah, working from home is not natural for me, so I'm adjusting myself what I've got to do. And like I said, remaining positive. I've made a list of the things I've got to do. I'm focusing heavily on the systems of the business, the procedures, thinking of the big picture, catching up on accounting, writing content and posting, just like this video now, something I was neglecting before, even though I've always wanted to do more of it. So that's one of the things that I'm doing, the challenges and what I'm doing about it, and that's keeping me in a more positive mind frame. The second thing of working from home really is you can very easily fall out of a routine, especially with things like gyms being shut and potentially public spaces as well. So one of the routines I've got in this for the morning is I start the morning with physical exercise, and I have a shower as normal, and I get dressed for work as you can see now. So I'm doing all things to keep my mind frame. Everyone's going to be different and deal with things in a different way, but for me this is helping me just keep a sense of normality in my life and to keep me a bit more productive. That's the whole, for me, that's the whole intention, is to keep me going, keep me through, get through this in a positive way, and hopefully on the other end of it, I'm actually in a much more, my business is in a better position than when it all started or just before. So those are a couple of things I'm doing. The other challenges, I guess, that I'm facing working from home is that, touching on what I've said before, the lack of social engagement. So like I said before, normally I've been having between 3 and 5 meetings. I'll be traveling, to be honest, I've traveled all over the country. I was in London once every 2 weeks, Manchester, Birmingham, all across the M4, visiting sites, visiting potential investors, visiting vendors for deals. There was so much going on, and then if I wasn't doing those meetings, I'd be in my co-working space at 2 different co-working offices, and there'd be tons of different businesses there, and all the people that go with them. So obviously being at home, not going out, it's a bit of a shock in that way. So how I'm overcoming that challenge is I'm staying on the phone. I'm trying to get many phone calls booked in. So if anybody wants to reach out and have a conversation with me, by all means, just send me a message. I'd love to do that. I feel it's really healthy, and I'm having some productive conversations as well. And hopefully, again, by the end of this, a lot more, some good opportunities would come out of it. That's what I'm trying to do, is just keep positive, keep speaking to people, keep getting out there as a normal business, and yeah, sooner or later, good things are going to come from it. So those are two key important things for me. I've also got a little boy. He's a lovely one. He's got a great personality. So working from home, I've never really had to deal with looking after him at home in a working day, I would say, before. So that's a little bit of a challenge, a new one for me. But I'm very, very fortunate that my wife looks after him. But the reason I've said it is that I know there's going to be others out there that have children and they can't go to school, and you've got to work from home, or you may be self-employed and you've got a business and now you're trying to work from home, but you're also looking after your children. And I'm really curious to see what it is you're actually doing. So I just got off the phone before this video with a friend of mine, and she's homeschooling two of her children. It sounds like she's doing a really good job on the phone as well. It's just with a couple of interruptions. It sounded like she had a good schedule there, and it seemed quite organised. So, but it was definitely taking a toll. You could see that, and it must be difficult. That must be one of the difficult things. It's on top of having financial stress and pressures, not being able to go and work, and you've still got to look after the children, make sure they're having a positive day, make sure they're still learning, still having some exercise, and they're not just doing nothing or running you ragged around the house. So I'm interested to see what people are doing about that. So there are just a couple of things for me of challenges, and I'm really interested to know what your challenges are. A couple of things I'm doing just to keep my mind active. That's one of my biggest things for me, is keeping my mind active and positive. Is I'm trying to develop some form of routine and system that I can follow, which includes writing down at the beginning of every day or at the end of every day for the next day a list of very important tasks I know that I've got to get done, or that are important to do, or that they'd be productive to do, and making myself do them in the day. Having good nutrition, keeping exercised. I get dressed for work and have a shower as normal because that keeps me positive. Go out into the garden, read books, have telephone conversations with people, learn new skills. There's a great opportunity to potentially do any of those things, and those can keep you positive. The worst thing for me, what I do, is if I just sit and watch telly, or just watch just scroll through social media, or just unproductive things, for me is one of my downfalls. So yeah, really interested to hear what you guys are doing. Comment below. There's going to be a lot of other people that are thinking this as well, or even struggling in this situation. So I thought it would be good if people could engage and explain what your challenges are and what you're doing about them, or comment on other people's challenges, or even comment on my ones and say what would you do differently. So yeah, look, thanks for listening, guys. Comment below, share this, do whatever you want with it. But I'll do another video shortly. I'm trying to keep on top of them. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And if anybody wants to have a conversation with me, just for a talk, just comment below as well, and we'll connect that way, right? So yeah, thanks for listening. Speak to you all soon.